Good morning. My name is Paco Garriga. I'm a physician at the Paul Health Center. I want to tell you a story. I met her as a 16-year-old. Nothing about her stood out. She was an average student, average physique, average ambition. She had no idea what she wanted to study or what the future held for her. I took care of her mom and grandma. They all lived in the same household. Mom had divorced a hard-drinking man who mistreated her. Grandma was a widow. There were no siblings. Mother and grandmother felt that it was time for Megan to leave her pediatrician. She had just started to date a young man, older and more worldly, and they wanted me to discuss life with Megan. The interview and the exam went well. Over the next 3 years, I saw her sporadically for minor ailments, routine checks. She graduated high school, took a few courses in the community college, and joined the workforce. She found a job as a teller at a local bank. The relationship with her boyfriend progressed, and when she turned 20, they decided to get married. Both mom and grandma repeatedly told me how mature she had become and how much the bank supervisors liked her. 2 years after her wedding, she scheduled a visit. I was pleasantly surprised. Megan had matured indeed. She was dressed in a business suit. Her hair was expertly arranged. She looked like a sharp, articulate young executive. The bank president had taken the time to mentor and encourage her. I asked her why she had come in. "I want to have an abortion," she said. "I wonder if you know someone responsible that can do it." Her face was determined, serious, even a bit hard. "Can we talk about this?" I asked her. "I have my mind made up. My husband goes out with his friends 5 nights a week. They drink a lot. Last week, he came home so drunk that he urinated in the flower pot. He thought it was a toilet." Her lips quivered. "I grew up with a drunk father. No way I'm bringing a child into this world under the same circumstances. No way." I saw a hint of a tear. Her husband was not my patient. "Okay if I talk to him?" I asked. "I can stay after hours tomorrow, maybe if I can get him to listen to me." "He doesn't know I'm pregnant." Megan talked her husband into coming to see me late the next afternoon. He was unshaven, with a thick mop of unkempt hair. He was a manual laborer, working 50 hours a week. He seemed like an overgrown boy. We began to talk. Within minutes, I learned that his father was an alcoholic. The whole family had been abused over the years. He never finished high school, and he worshiped Megan. I saw an opportunity. When you have a child, do you want him or her to grow up under the same circumstances that you were raised? A look of surprise. Of course not. Is your daughter or son going to grow up like you did, without a reliable father? He moved in his chair. That's not going to happen. Megan was here yesterday. Did you know she's pregnant? His eyes opened wide. You need to be a husband, a father, a man. You cannot keep your current lifestyle up. You go out there and you make it right for her. He almost ran out of the room. Megan let the pregnancy proceed. She had a healthy baby girl. Her husband mended his ways for a while. Eventually, he began to drink heavily again. Megan filed for divorce. She married her mentor from work, and he adopted her daughter. 10 years ago, I was at the mall. when I ran into Megan's grandma. We talked for a while, and within minutes, a tall, beautiful, radiant 16-year-old girl walked around the corner, came up to us and hugged her grandma. I was introduced to Megan's daughter. I was overcome by emotion. She offered me her hand. I gave her a hug. I'm sure that to this day she thinks I'm a dirty old man. Of course, she did not understand my joy. That day when Megan asked me for a referral, I could have written down a name, but something told me I had to know more. When SSM asked me to speak, they suggested I should talk about something I'm passionate about. My passion is listening. All it takes is a few minutes. When someone you care for seems to be in distress, turn off the television, put down the newspaper, look them in the eye and say, "Talk to me."